Okay, y'all. So Tom got both areas in the front and on the side there. He got those smoothed out. They look good. He really did a good job. Okay, I got my safety glasses and all that. So I built that out of one pallet. It does not look good, but look, hey, look how deep it is. You see? And it'll grow some lettuce, some Swiss chard, some kale, some radishes. It'll grow some kind of food, so it's all good. So I tore down another pallet, and I'm taking apart these big, tall beds that are just not going to work. They're too deep, and too much soil has to go into one, and then it bows out, and you just got all kinds of problems. So, and it doesn't get enough light. I know, because it's under the shade, but a lot of the time you have to grow under the shade here in Oklahoma. So right here, y'all, I just threw this together. What I did was I took the saw, had my safety glasses on, and I started just cutting the pallets down. And I don't care what they look like. It doesn't matter to me. These are already, pre-made. And so what I'll do is, well, that one wasn't, but I can still cut it, cut it down and make little beds. If nothing else, strawberries, lettuces, kale, Swiss chard, herbs. You can freaking do herbs in these things. There's all kinds of possibilities here. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I didn't get it even. It's a little bit crooked, but it's the back of the farm. And I really don't care. I'm not a professional builder, never claimed to be. But I'm going to be putting some beds in back here. Going to take all these apart. I'm going to scoot the row over, and probably going to go long ways and just do bed after bed. And then I can fill them up. But back here, I'm going to do the same thing. On this big area, this big tarp, stretch it out real good after I move all these. I just got them there because the wind blows this up. As I build beds, down, I could probably fit 3 rows of those beds down here. I can make them a little bit deeper. They can grow some watermelons. They can grow potatoes. They can grow all kinds of stuff back here in the shade next to the blueberries. And I'm going to go ahead and cut back there and leave that open. Get all that cleaned up. Get that moved over. Get this whole thing cleaned up. Have Tom kind of scrape it out. And then I can use that good soil back there. Yeah, it has a little bit of weeds in it, but I can pull the weeds out, get him to chop it up real good, and then I can use it because it's been sitting for a couple years. Now, this also has been sitting for a couple years. You can see how things have been breaking down in this soil. Look how nice this is. I mean, there's still a little bit of log that I cut into, but look, guys, that it's had rabbit manure and leaves on the bottom. I laid down some of that sheetrock in the very bottom, and so that's on the very bottom. Then I went ahead and put plastic on this side because it had too many of the gaps, and I didn't want the, when you water, I didn't want the soil washing out, or the seeds, or the rain. But hey, looky here, just a little tiny bed. And this is out of just one pallet, or maybe, well, yeah, one pallet, because the pallets are tall. So anyway, here we go. We are rocking and rolling on the farm, and I'm gonna get some of those beds made and do on all 4 of the corners. On the big row, I'll do something different, and I'll come and show you. I can't video very long. It will not upload very long pieces. I don't know what's going on. I had to turn in my collaboration video in chunks, and it's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. I offloaded all these apps. I offloaded pictures, deleted stuff, old conversations. I cleared tons of space on the iPad, shut it down, and for 2 days I could not upload. And finally I got to upload a little bit more today, but that's just ridiculous. So I'm going to find out what's going on, talk to the Apple people Monday, and go from there. But anyway, I wanted to show you this real quick, show you what you can do, and I'm going to change this whole garden up. Talk at you later. All right, the ducks are coming. Oh, there's a bunch down there. Anyway, I got most of this bed almost cleaned out. Got these 2 little beds made. And then I got a couple of these. And then I don't know about that wood right there. It had knots in it. I couldn't get the screws in. Now I can't get them out. I have to get Tom up here to fix that. And that's a longer bed than these. I wanted to try and fit 3 through here, but I may only be able to do the 2, and then maybe just put some of those little round tubs throughout here with some flowers or something in it. I don't know yet, but he kind of broke all that up, and he's going to get the soil moved back there. We're going to get those broke down as I'm building these. This right here, this soil's been sitting in that bed for 2 years. So it's really getting rich and really nice. But I really like these beds a lot better. This is what I wanted to do in the first place. But I didn't know how to build. So all I'm doing right now is cutting in half and just kind of hem-hawing them together and just using scrap stuff. And then, you know, as I get extra money or something from the farm, I will get those Vigo beds and start replacing everything with the permanent beds. But for now, you know, these will give me a few years, and I think it'll be really pretty. Gotta get all that cleaned up. So all these tubs will be moved as I'm getting the beds made, and the dirt in there, that'll hold the weight down so that the tarps won't blow. I think probably I could put a couple buckets right there and call that good. Maybe 3 of them there. I don't know that I can fit another bed right there. I should have scooped those over a little bit, but I didn't want to be too close to the blueberry bushes. So anyway, this is kind of what I got done for now. And as soon as I get my sweetie up here, he was up here, he just went back to put the tractor up and get my tubs done. He's done a lot of work this weekend for me. He smoothed everything out. It's looking really good. So I'm going to get this done. Oh, I got to scoop that over here real quick. Get this stuff put up and start over in the morning and break all these beds down and build smaller ones through here, and that way the light can get down to them, and I think it'll just be a lot better, a lot easier on me, and I like them. So anyway, talk at y'all later.